What is up, YouTube? Welcome to today's video, and we are going to go over the actual best mastery in the game. Now, a lot of people have told me about this mastery, and it is a complete game changer, and it was officially a meme at the start when it was first announced. So let's go straight into it. So we're gonna go check out a map real fast. And one of my favorite farming strategies that I've been doing is this 100% deli with Chayula Breach, because Chayula Breach is just like free money right now with the cost of the Breach Stone and the cost of the Sexton and everything. However, in order to get as many Breach Splinters as possible from the mechanic, you have to open all of these hands. Now, what this thing does, or this mastery does, is it actually opens all of the hands for you. And that was actually one of the most annoying parts of the farm. So let me go try to find this, what's it called? This Breach. So I do run this farm on Cemetery. Let me know down in the comments below if you want me to post like the farm or try to make a little guide for it. Now I do know that Diviner's Deli Orbs are a little bit more expensive now. So, oh, we can also see Legion, right? So Legion, usually you have to open all of the chests. However, with this mastery, the chest opening mastery, all the chests actually open up for you. So you actually don't even need to open it up. So let's go see. Can we actually break this Legion? I don't really know where the last mobs are. So let's see. You see these chests over here? So we are actually gonna just be casting an open sesame, baby. It just opened right up. So let's go find the Breach. Now this makes some of the farming a lot better, and it is actually an insane quality of life. Oh wait, the Breach is literally just trolling. Oh, so here's the Breach. We finally found it. And watch, there's gonna be hands coming up. Or are there going to be hands? Where's the hands? Okay, so you see Una Toast clasp hands, cast a little bit, and it opens up. Is there more hands over here? I don't think we have that many hands. Oh, see, more hands opening up. So overall, this makes doing a lot of different farms a lot smoother, and it actually feels like an absolute blast to play. So let's get straight into it. As I was saying, I was doing that 100% deli farm with the Chayula Sexton, and I was so annoyed with clicking all these small hands. It felt like I was playing whack-a-mole or something like that, and it was awful. I didn't really want to do the farm anymore, and I was still playing Lightning Arrow at that time. Now, this is a new caster mastery. Now, when it was first announced on Reddit, I saw a lot of people memeing about it, myself included. I admit I was wrong. The caster mastery is hands down the best mastery in the game for quality of life and making more money per hour. It's actually one of the few nodes in the game that will actually make you directly more money in the long run if you use it. So the exact mastery says 25% chance to open nearby chests when you cast a spell. Now this is a pretty big radius. It's not that small. A lot of people tested it out. On Reddit, I think it's like a 30 radius or something. I'm not really sure. But if you see the red circle, that is everything that is actually going to cover. Now, it was a meme to start with, but I think that this is actually the best part of play any caster build. And it kind of makes me not want to play any more attack-based builds until attack-based builds get something similar. Now, this speeds up farming by quite an extraordinary amount, while also making it a lot more fun to play. You no longer have to worry about clicking all this random stuff. So now we might be wondering what actually counts as chests. Now, chests are these interactable objects that are found throughout various areas that can be opened, broken, or activated to drop random or specific items. So pretty much anything you can click on and something pops out, it is considered a chest in this game. Now, chests are affected by area item quantity and not player quantity. So your player quantity and Magic Find gear is not going to affect what comes out of these chests. Now, strong boxes are chests, barrels are chests, Vol vessels are chests, abyssal troves are chests, all those delve nodes are also considered chests, breach hands are also considered chests, and all of the Legion stuff are also considered chests. So every single interactable object is pretty much categorized as a chest in this game. Now, how do you actually take advantage of this? Look at this. This guy is doing a blighted map. There's a bunch of stuff around. Wait, that's not a blighted map, but it's a blight inside of a map. And you see, he just casts a little bit and then open sesame. Everything opens straight up except these three over there. But for this mastery, it's great for farming blight and opening all the chests at the end. It makes it so you don't have to click on each of the Legion chests one by one after you finish clearing the full Legion. you can focus on full clearing the breach instead of trying to like backtrack and look for all the hands that you might have missed. And it will actually increase how many splinters you get on average when doing these types of farm. And it might even make you richer. I have heard of a lot of stories of someone opening a barrel or opening a chest and finding a Mirror of Calandra inside of it. So that could be a huge benefit if that actually happens to you. Now, one thing to notice is that this actually opens all strong boxes without consent. So if you're doing some sort of enraged strong box method, you want to make sure you unspec the node. So I have been doing a little bit of group magic finding. And in this group magic finding, before I finish the map and kill all of the Eldritch minions, then that means like before I make sure that every single altar is spawned on the map, I have this node unchecked. And after I finish the altars, I take this node. And now it is a little bit of a micromanagement every single map, but that unspecking and respecking of that node I think is definitely worth it because you're able to open these strong boxes and be safe. You don't need to worry about Ice Nova that much. You don't need to worry about Detonate Dead. And most importantly, you don't need to worry about Caustic Ground. So this also makes it a little bit safer when you're doing these enraged strongbox farms. It also works with expedition chests, so you don't need to click stuff to get the fragments or whatever, the artifacts. Now, one thing to notice is that you do not want to use this in heist. If you're using this in heist, you're going to open all of the chests and therefore increase your alert level and have it locked down. So don't use this in heist. Now, overall, I was wrong about this mastery. This is actually my favorite mastery in the game. I highly recommend people to try it out if you're playing a caster build and have access to the mastery. It makes farming a lot more enjoyable. And this kind of goes about the increase of quality of life in the game. I feel like PoE has a lot of these aspects of it that have very low quality of life. And I think looting is honestly one of the lower quality of life aspects in PoE. And I think having less overall clicks does make the game feel a little bit more enjoyable. Now, I know there's that weight argument. However, I think there's ways to have weight in PoE without it giving me carpal tunnel or give me a headache from trying to trade people. Now, I think that maybe the caster mastery is the first step towards GGG allowing us to have more quality of life while looting. I know that people know that in the Garena version or China version, there's actually a loot pet that can loot some of the smaller currency. Now, I do think that players kind of forget about how click-intensive PoE was in the past. If we look at the screenshot over here, this is actually Nemesis 3 farming. And this was before all of the currency stacked. So you can see you're actually picking up 1 alteration orbs at the time. And nowadays you're probably dropping like 100 alteration orbs. And then you're able to click it up in 5 clicks. So I do think that maybe one day GGG could introduce a loot pet. And that could pick up smaller currencies. And they could also make some microtransactions for the pet. And that might be a better way to generate some additional revenue while also saving a lot of Path of Exile players' precious hands. But thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know down in the comments below if you have tried using this caster mastery and what you actually think about it. But I hope you find more mirrors, divines, and mage bliss than me. And see you next time. Bye.